Hi everyone, my name is Molly, and today I'm going to be presenting a short lesson on how to create an effective social media marketing plan. Just to start off with a little bit of background on myself, I am a recent Ontario Tech graduate. I actually finished my Bachelor of Commerce degree last year with a major in marketing and a minor in finance. It is from my understanding that you guys are currently undergoing your fourth year capstone projects. I actually decided to pursue an internship in my fourth year in lieu of the capstone. However, my internship position was within the digital marketing field. So Professor Gaudet reached out to ask me if I'd be interested in putting together this lesson just to kind of guide you on the right path as you guys go through the process of creating a plan for the class. So with that being said, I hope that this is useful and provides you guys with some helpful information. So, in today's digital world, social media marketing is extremely important, and frankly, it's necessary to remain competitive. I mean, how many times nowadays are you able to find a business that has absolutely no social media presence? And if you are able to find them, would you be likely or obligated to purchase a product or service with them? Personally speaking, the majority of my impulse buys are a direct result from an ad that appeared on my feed or from an affiliate marketing post from someone that I am following. Social media marketing helps to validate your brand, it helps to grow your audience, and most importantly, it helps to generate and nurture leads. However, creating an online social media marketing plan can quickly become very overwhelming. It's difficult to know where to start in such a large online space, and it's even more difficult to grow in a space full of competitors. So, for this lesson, I've broken it down into 7 steps, and throughout my experience so far, if you're able to successfully achieve each step, you're going to flourish in the digital world. So, the first step of creating an effective social media marketing plan is to identify your ideal customer. In order to do this, you want to start by creating a highly focused buyer persona. For this step, think of it almost as the game of Sims. Imagine that you're in a life simulation game where you're able to completely design someone's life. However, this person or persona that you are designing is a spitting image of your business's ideal customer. So, what I mean by this is when you are creating this persona, each aspect of their demographics, such as their age, their location, their household income, their interests and hobbies, their job title and industry, all of this exactly matches someone who would purchase a product or service from your business. This exercise of creating a persona should not be new information for you guys. I'm sure you've been in many previous classes where you have learned and practiced this. However, when implementing this into a social media marketing plan, you also have to determine the persona's social media habits. So, to do this, you want to consider factors such as the platforms they use, their time spent online, the content they enjoy, and their activity and interaction levels. Essentially, you just want to have a complete understanding of who your audience is, what they want, and most importantly, what motivates them to buy. In doing so, you're going to be able to create engaging content for your audience that will help to transform your social media followers into customers. So, by successfully creating your ideal customers, demographics, and social media habits, you're going to put yourself in a better position to plan a social media strategy which will successfully reach your target audience. The next step in creating an effective social media marketing plan is to understand your current social presence. So, once you have created your highly focused buyer persona, it's important to audit your current social media presence in order to understand where you currently stand in the social media space. For this step, you want to be as honest as possible. Do not allow your ego to influence or impact the reality of your online popularity because at the end of the day, if you don't have a true understanding of your current state, there's a high possibility that you're going to set yourself up to fail with your marketing plan. So, to avoid this, when you're auditing your current social media presence, you want to consider areas such as the social media platforms in which your business are currently active on, and whether or not these platforms align with your business goals. You also want to consider your activity and engagement level on each platform, such as the number of followers you have, the number of impressions you're receiving on your posts, and your follower interaction. You also want to figure out which platform provides you with the most value or highest return. The easiest way to do this is to determine which platform drives the most traffic to your website. Next, you also want to consider whether or not your profiles are fully optimized, such as do you have complete profile pages that are full of up-to-date information that also matches your company culture. Finally, you want to look at your social media presence compared to your competitors. Evaluate your following count versus theirs, as well as whether or not you have a similar activity. You also want to note down what distinguishes you from them and also note things that you want to improve on your social media based off of what they are doing. By answering these questions and focusing on these areas, you're able to fully understand your company's current stance in the digital world, which will allow you to create effective content and set yourself up for a successful campaign by establishing realistic marketing plans. Step number 3 is to set goals. Setting goals is a foundation to any successful social media campaign as it helps to narrow down what you want to achieve through your online efforts. So depending on your campaign and what your business is looking to achieve, a social media plan can have a number of different goals. Common goals for social media campaigns and plans are raising brand awareness, creating a demand for your products, building a loyal following, increasing customers or generating leads, and improving customer service. It's important to have a clear understanding of what your business is trying to achieve, as without it, you have nothing to base your performance against. With this step, you again want to be as honest as possible. And to be the most effective, you want to set SMART goals. I am very confident that all of you are very familiar with what a SMART goal is, and that is because it's the best exercise to clarify your ideas and help you organize and reach your goals. Essentially, by setting specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely goals, you're able to focus your efforts and allocate your time in a way that ensures the highest chance of successfully achieving your goals. So once your SMART goals are set, the next step is to determine your key success metrics. Metrics help you quantifiably measure the success of a marketing plan as they display how the campaign is progressing against key performance indicators. Essentially, it helps you to determine and measure how effective your campaign is against your goals, which helps you to determine if your efforts are paying off. These metrics should be straightforward, and based off your goals, these metrics will differ. To break this down, I'll give some examples using the 5 goals I mentioned on the previous slide. So for a goal of raising brand awareness, your key success metrics should be measures such as the number of impressions, likes, shares, and mentions you're receiving on your posts, the reach of your posts, or any signal that shows that a real person has seen your content. For a goal of creating demand for your products, your metrics should be traffic to your website, your click-through and conversion rates, the number of products being added to carts, as well as any comments and messages from interested buyers. For a goal of building a loyal following, you should consider using metrics such as the number of followers gained or lost in a certain time period, your impression and engagement rates, and your interaction with followers. For a goal to increase customers or generate leads, your key success metrics would be the number of sales generated, your number of sales lost, and number of first-time buyers. Finally, for improving customer service, you can use metrics such as your response time for customer inquiries and the number of reviews on your websites. As you can tell, not all metrics are the same, and not all metrics will be useful or meaningful based off your marketing goals. Therefore, it's crucial for you to be able to determine the appropriate metrics so you're able to better understand the impact your campaign is having towards your business goal, as well as determine if any changes is necessary to optimize your campaign. So by this point, you should now have a full understanding of who your audience is, what they want to see, and what motivates them to buy. You understand where you currently stand in the digital world, and you understand your goals and how to effectively measure them. It is only once all these steps are complete that you should turn your focus towards creating content. These prior steps have set you up to have a successful marketing campaign and marketing plan. However, bad content can quickly cause you to fail. So when you're creating content, you need to keep in mind that it should be audience specific. You want to post content that creates a reaction from your followers because content is what fuels social media. Your content should align with your business goals and overall company culture. So, when I say company culture, I'm saying that you need to step back and consider what it is exactly that your business is selling or providing and who it is that is purchasing these products and services. And then you want to create content on platforms that align with that. A great example of what I'm trying to explain is TikTok. So I'm sure you're all very familiar with TikTok, as is the vast majority of preteens and young adults, as it is a relatively new app. But either way, we are familiar with the platform, we understand the short 15-second videos and the app-specific content that is shown, from the trends to the sounds to the dances to the humor. These are all factors that have to be considered by businesses when determining where to post content. If the product or service that the business provides does not align with the characteristics of the platform or the platform's users, then the marketing efforts will not be well received. I mean, imagine seeing an ad for Life Alert on TikTok. It's very clear to us why that would not be successful. When creating content that aligns with your business goals, you also need to consider the type of content that you are creating, whether that be photos, videos, infographics, or interviews, as well as which type of content your audience will respond to best, whether that be entertaining or useful content, content that spreads awareness, giveaways and freebies, or coupons or promotions. By narrowing this down, you will be able to create content that maximizes your engagement levels and increases your brand awareness. However, creating content is only half the battle when it comes to social media marketing. You also have to ensure that you are properly managing your online platforms in order for your efforts to be optimized. This can quickly become overwhelming, especially in today's world when there are numerous platforms which exist. This is why investing in a social media management tool is essential. Management tools allow you to maintain control while navigating through a social media marketing campaign by enabling you to scale your efforts with ease. First, the tool can help manage all of the company's social media pages by collecting and storing the notifications and messages into one place. Secondly, it can help manage customer relationships by enabling you to tag relevant notes to customer profiles. What this does is it allows each person in the marketing team to understand how to engage with specific followers and make every encounter unique. In addition to this, the management tool helps you to monitor relevant keywords, which will allow you to be notified when a customer mentions your brand without actually tagging your account. So these mentions, whether they be positive or negative, will allow the marketing team to spark a conversation and help build customer relationships and brand identity. Another benefit of the management tool, which is one of my personal favorites, is a social calendar feature. This feature allows you to schedule your social media content in advance, which gives you the ability to make smart decisions regarding your posting strategy and time the content efficiently. This is important as a post can yield much different results depending on the time of day it is posted. By being able to have the content posted on your behalf at a specified date and time, it eliminates a lot of the stress and pressure regarding social media marketing. Finally, the management tool also allows you to analyze your social performance by providing you with informative data. This data will allow you to determine what aspects of the campaign worked and what aspects did not work. And with this, you'll be able to make more educated decisions on your next steps. This last step kind of ties into what I was just speaking about, which is to analyze and optimize. It is so important to track how a campaign is performing, as it helps you to better shape your overall marketing plan. Sometimes content which we expect to perform really well flops, and it's important to be able to understand why that happened so you can make the necessary changes in order to perform better in future content. A lot of marketing is trial and error because it's almost impossible to be able to fully understand what works until you understand what doesn't work. By collecting useful data, you're able to optimize your social media strategy to help boost the return of investments on your efforts and yield a successful campaign. So how do you analyze your results and performance? You want to compare your performance of your marketing plan and measure it against the key success metrics that you determined in step 4. When doing so, you can also ask yourself questions such as why a platform performs so well or poor, which demographics engaged the most on your posts, and which posts and keywords got the most engagement and why. Then, with this, you're able to tweak your strategy for optimal success. However, remember to not get discouraged if you fail the first few times, because it really only takes one good post to make a huge impact on your business. That concludes my lesson on how to create an effective social media marketing plan. I really hope that I was able to provide you with some useful information as you undergo your capstone projects. I wish you all the very best of luck.